Sneaking home after clubbing at 2 a.m. I accidentally dropped a small box from my pocket. Jason materialized like a vengeful ghost. Just gum. I stammered. His murderous glare could have shattered glass. Since when do gum packages come in XL? Mind your business. I'm an adult. My bravado evaporated when he pinned me against the wall hours later. His dangerous whisper grazing my ear. Adult privileges. Huh? Every sassy word during daylight, his teeth scraped my collarbone. Earns double payback after dark. The next midnight, I tiptoed into pitch-black silence. Safe. My fingers grazed the light switch. Home already? Jason's voice rumbled through the darkness. I froze dead, woman walking. Lights off help you track curfew violations? Jason's silhouette unfolded from the couch. His watch glowing 3:07 a.m. Remind me. Bedtime? 9. Current time? 9, plus 180 minutes? Math genius. His knuckles cracked. Molly. Wanna die young? Jason literally fished me from a dumpster as a baby. 20 years of his military-grade discipline made me an expert in survival mode, either grovel properly or prepare for ass whooping. I dove for his knees. Jason! Brother! Light of my life! My puppy eyes worked overtime. Sophia was heartbroken. Girl code required emergency ice cream. He shook me off like a bad habit. Bullshit. Climbing into his lap. I nuzzled his stubbled jaw. Your legs look extra long tonight. World's hottest brother. My sugar attack worked. The vein on his temple stopped throbbing. Nightclubs are war zones. Molly. You're wearing a target. I looped arms around his neck. Breathing his cedarwood scent. Everyone knows I'm Jason's sister. Who'd dare? Don't be mad. Jason. I puckered my lips obnoxiously, leaving glossy smudges all over his cheek. He grimaced, roughly wiping his face with the back of his hand. Jason. Doesn't this new lip shade look amazing? I batted my lashes innocently. He snatched a tissue. The back of my neck burned under his large palm as he forced me to meet his gaze. Molly. I sent you to college to gain knowledge. Not to learn how to screw around. Screw around? He thought I was? His grip tightened, making me wince. Let go. I'm an adult. Why do you always control me? Everyone else gets married after graduation while I can't even date. Control? Jason's fury could have incinerated the room. Because I raised you. So that gives you the right to humiliate me? My voice cracked. I wasn't. His gaze dropped to the foil packet. Then who's this for? You, I mumbled before realizing how that sounded. Wait. I meant for you. Sophia had shoved it in my pocket earlier. Her gambler father owed $200,000 and sold her to Lucas. Lately the tycoon had been like a horny rabbit according to her. And she'd been discreetly disposing of contraceptive tools. No sugar daddy wants his kept woman pregnant. She'd said. Neither of us could bear wasting expensive items. So she insisted I take it. Perfect for your brother. I'd forgotten about it during tonight's party. Jason examined the packet. Lips quirking dangerously. XL. Huh? What makes it perfect? Heat flooded my face. You never gained weight during puberty. 5 feet 9 inches. Prominent nose. Defined Adam's apple. Long fingers. Lean but muscular build. My voice dwindled. All the indicators match. Indicators of what? You know, size. I forced a smile and answered him. Who said that? The internet. And Sophia had experience. She claimed her sources were reliable. Molly. What kind of nonsense have you been reading online all day? Jason frowned. I chuckled nervously. So bro. Is it true? Jason's expression darkened as he shot back. Why? Want to measure it yourself? Really? I grinned. He snorted, instantly switching moods. Oh sure. Come closer and I'll break your damn legs. You've got some nerve. If vice cops arrest you someday, don't expect me to bail you out. I refuse to be associated with that trash. Retreat, 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 self-preservation first. During 8 a.m. class, whispers filled the lecture hall. Hey, did you hear? A foreign language major jumped over unpaid online loans. Crashed right into the flower bed near Building 3. They say she died instantly. I elbowed Sophia slumped beside me. Another campus scandal? She yawned massively. No idea. This school's always good for yearly drama. I eyed her raccoon dark circles. Girl, did you pull another all-nighter? Sophia yawned again. Seething. Lucas is such an inhuman bastard. I reminded her mercilessly. Who was it that said she'd never had it so good? Called him a free premium escort? I was young and reckless. Sis. That icy bastard seems all proper with clothes on. But rip his pants off and he's like some desperate virgin who's never seen a woman. Sophia ranted. Got dragged till 3 a.m. then had to make morning class? This is modern torture. Worst part? The cheapskate won't even spring for Uber. I have to ride a damn bike shared to his hookups. Your brother's way better. I'd marry into the Carter family tomorrow. I gaped. Since when did she go blind? Jason's the worst. You don't know how I have to grovel for allowance. Might as well kneel and call him daddy. Always threatening to break my legs. You think surviving his parenting was easy? I listed Jason's crimes. Empty threats. My deadbeat dad says Jason's ruthless to everyone, except his precious baby sister. True enough. Since childhood, Jason's been both father and mother, wearing out his patience and vocal cords. Jason grew up parentless. Raised by his grandma. At 6, he found me wailing in a dumpster. Too poor for formula. He begged goat milk from village farms. That's how I survived. I spoke late. Barely managing brother at 2. Grandma's health failed early. So Jason became the adult, with triple the temper. I was trouble. His permanent shadow. Jason grimaced at the screen. This pretty boy? Looks like a damn Ken doll. Molly. Are you blind or something? Don't insult my idol. I threw popcorn at his stupid face. I shot Jason a fierce glare. Do you have any idea how hard he's worked? Jason let out a sarcastic chuckle, leisurely picking up his phone to scroll before shoving a video in my face. My cheeks burned crimson the instant I glimpsed the screen. Jason! You're disgusting. The footage showed several men engaged in explicit acts. He tapped my forehead mockingly. Pay attention, this is your precious idol's dedication. That's when I realized the male lead in this pornographic circus was none other than my newly obsessed celebrity crush. Currently servicing 3 middle-aged men with alarming enthusiasm. My stomach churned like it swallowed a maggot-ridden apple. My phone buzzed with Sophia's messenger notification frowny face Molly. Those concert tickets for your man, I fired back. He's your man now. The obscene grunts continued from Jason's phone. Turn that off already. It's vile. I stormed off to shower. Mid-routine. I squeezed out too much body lotion. An idea struck. Padding back. I found Jason sprawled in bed. I hovered at the doorway like a guilty raccoon. Jay, you awake? He rolled over. Asleep. I crept closer. Tugging his sleeve. Jasoon, he didn't bother looking. Broke. Even if I called you daddy? Wouldn't change a damn thing. Ugh. Since when did this bastard get so paranoid? You're so cynical. What makes you think I always want money? I smeared the excess lavender-scented lotion across his stubbled cheeks. Consider this a complimentary spa treatment for all your hard work. He grimaced at the floral aroma. Do I look like some metrosexual pretty boy to you? Better start moisturizing before your wrinkles start growing wrinkles. Any gray hairs are your fault. I massaged the cream in aggressively. Voila! 10 years younger. Then palm up. Yet you're blushing? His laughter vibrated through me. I meant not. Admit defeat and scram. Never. I squeezed my eyes shut, determined to outlast him. Jason's low chuckle faded into quiet breathing. The digital clock's glow illuminated our frozen tableau, his furnace like warmth. The maddening tick of seconds stretching into eternity. A few minutes later, I stole a glance at him. Jason had a clean buzz cut with intense eyes and a sharp nose. His whole demeanor radiating rugged charm. He looked decent enough. My ears burned as warmth spread through my body. Restless yet stubborn, I squirmed slightly before whispering, "Jason, are you asleep?" The arm around my waist tightened. "What do you think?" Before I could finish, I became acutely aware of certain physical developments. That online standard about morning reactions seemed frighteningly accurate. I froze like petrified wood, barely daring to breathe. Your mattress is too firm. I'm going back to my room," I stammered, hastily changing subjects. "You're always stingy when I ask for money. Who are you saving all your earnings for anyway?" "For my future wife. Obviously." His voice carried amused undertones. "Right. Every penny he earned would eventually go to his spouse and children. No matter how close we were, we'd always just be siblings." My nose stung as I shoved against him angrily. "Go find your wife then. Stop bothering me from now on. Who'd be blind enough to choose you?" His low chuckle vibrated against my back as he effortlessly flipped me around. Those teasing eyes scanned my face before he mock-mused. "Then again, she'd need to be vision impaired, flat-chested, temperamental, and disobedient." "Jason, you're being sarcastic again," I exploded, only to find myself pinned beneath his suddenly serious gaze. "Molly, are you really this dense?" He brushed stray hairs behind my ear with uncharacteristic tenderness. Calloused fingers lingering. "I'll never leave you. Firecracker." The sudden sincerity left me flustered. My cheeks burned as I deflected. "Now you're pretending to be sentimental just to avoid giving me allowance? Since when have I ever refused you?" He pinched my cheek affectionately, transferring money via phone before eyeing my outfit. "Change into proper pajamas." "No. I like this." My current sleepwear happened to be his old band tee, the hem stopping mid-thigh on me. Since childhood, I'd only found rest wrapped in his scent-embedded cotton. Security blanket habits die hard. His gaze darkened as the stretched neckline slipped, exposing one shoulder. "You're playing with fire, little moth." The warning came too late, his lips already tracing the exposed collarbone, igniting tremors that had nothing to do with fear. "I only have a few decent outfits. And you've ruined every single one of them. Then transfer me more money. I'll buy you new ones. I'll kick your ass." "Molly Carter, you really don't know what danger is, do you?" Jason's eyes narrowed with that predatory gleam. Neener, I pocketed the cash and skipped away happily. Tossing in bed that night, I decided to bother Sophia. "Sophia, do you think Jason likes me?" Her voice came out sleep-rough and hoarse. "What? Finally cracking under pressure? Told you that gift would come in handy. Perfect for your whole obsessive brother meets daddy issues dynamic. You two are walking tropes Brocon Big Brother and his clingy princess? I'm living for this forbidden pseudo-sibling romance. Now go wild. Do the deed already." My cheeks burned crimson. Suddenly her voice turned fragmented. Lucas Parker, you bastard. Get out. I'm exhausted, holy hell. That's some raunchy talk. The call disconnected abruptly. That lucky bitch. Teasing me with her escapades. That night, I dreamed of childhood. 8 years old, school bullies targeted the parentless freak. I ran home crying to Jason. Instead of comforting me, he spanked my butt raw. Thesis revisions were driving me insane. Sophia dramatically flipped a black VIP card across the table. "Molly, your girl's back in business." I stared enviously at the exclusive platinum card. Lucas really is the whole package, generous and well endowed. Daddy. Adopt me, please. Sophia waved magnanimously. Easy peasy. My child. Our eyes met conspiratorially. All this studying's frying my brain. Wanna find some trouble? We headed straight to the viral male review show everyone was raving about online. Sophia wanted me to experience sugar mama privileges firsthand. Drinks? Can't. Jason will murder me if he finds out I'm drinking. I chickened out. What alcohol? This is just wheat juice. Leave it to Sophia to reframe things. 2 glasses of wheat juice later. We were screaming our heads off at the racy performances. Sophia tipped each of 7 dancers $8,888 in real time. They lined up to toast us, all slender waists, endless legs, and honeyed words pouring lavish compliments. I'd truly arrived at the pinnacle of luxury. We hadn't even held hands when Sophia's phone rang. Yeah. Of course I'm studying at the library. She grabbed her purse in panic after hanging up. Code red. Lucas is on the warpath. Gotta bounce. You too. Lucas will definitely snitch to Jason. Panicked. I scrambled to leave. Before reaching the door, I collided with someone. Looking up, my blood ran cold. Jason was here. Jason. My heart pounded. Only then did I notice the radiant woman clinging to his arm, smiling brightly as she intertwined their limbs. Seeing their intimacy, my nose burned with unshed tears. Sophia had been right. Jason was dating someone. He'd lied to me this whole time. Standing there, I felt like a complete fool. Tears streamed down my face as I stormed home to pack. Molly, what are you doing? I'm moving out. Where? With who? None of your business. I screamed through hiccuping sobs. Jason Carter looked down at me quietly. I have. But I can't stand seeing you with anyone else. I'd rather chain you to my side than let that happen. Humph. Resorting to your usual thuggish tactics again, his fingers brushed my cheek. Gaze darkening. Molly, you're all I have left. Can we stay like this forever? He dipped his head, lips inches from mine when his phone rang. After ending the call abruptly, I remained tilted upward with eyes closed, waiting. His low chuckle vibrated against me. Molly Carter, we need to settle another matter. His palm flattened against my scalp. Skipping class to order male escorts at a club? 7 of them? Quite the appetite. Shit. I'd forgotten about that. My righteous anger evaporated faster than spilt vodka. Now came the squirming. Darling, explain this. How were you planning to divide 7 men between 2 girls? His saccharine smile could frost hell over. I forced a laugh. Words tumbling out faster than sense. Sophia takes 4. I get 3. She paid anyway. His eyes turned glacial. Charming. Oh. Danger signals blared in my skull. Jason. I adore you. I plastered myself against his torso. Save it. But it's true. Those guys couldn't compare to you. Not even 1% as gorgeous. My fingers dug into his shirt. Sophia did all the touching. I didn't even look. His bitter laugh echoed. Funny. Sophia swore they were all for you. Fantastic. Our friendship just Titanicked itself. Wriggling closer, I batted eyelashes. Jason? Big brother? Stop grinning. This is serious. Just one kiss? I pouted, stretching on tiptoes. The sharp smack on my backside made me yelp. His growl warmed my ear. Molly Carter, you're begging for punishment. Jason's been working obsessively lately. Claims it's too dangerous for me to leave home. Stay home and behave yourself. If you get bored, just spend some money. Whatever you want gets delivered right to your doorstep. He'd set my card to unlimited. Relief briefly surfaced before the strange burning sensation intensified. Jason drove home at breakneck speed, his jaw muscle twitching rhythmically against my temple. He didn't say a word, his expression terrifyingly dark. Jason placed me on the bed, but I clung desperately to his shirt collar. Jason. I feel awful. His face hardened as he swiftly undid his tie and stripped off his dress shirt before heading to the bathroom. I lay there writhing alone, every nerve ending burning. When he returned minutes later, water droplets glistened on his ice-cold skin. Jason, I rasped. He loomed over the bed, eyes blazing. Molly, did I or did I not tell you to stay home today? What part of that confused you? I'm sorry, I choked out, trembling. Sorry changes nothing. You'll pull this stunt again, won't you? His fingers dug into my jaw as suppressed rage thickened his voice. Molly, have I been too lenient with you? Do you realize what would have happened if I hadn't shown up? Those 3 men would have violated you, filmed it, made it internet fodder. His thumb brushed my lower lip roughly. I'd skin alive anyone who touches you. Whimpers escaped me as my vision blurred. Please, stop lecturing. His chest heaved. Can't handle the heat? Should I fetch someone else? When my fingers fumbled at my waistband, he pinned my wrists above my head with one hand. Using his discarded tie, he secured them to the bed frame. Who exactly did you plan to call? HM? Jason. You absolute bastard. Let me go. I thrashed violently. Jerk. Heartless monster. Amusement flickered across his face. Keep going. I'm taking notes. Tears spilled over as I bit my lip raw. Jason, please kiss me. His restraint shattered. The taste of salt met my tongue as he captured my tears. From the nightstand drawer emerged the unopened condom box I'd accidentally dropped last week. Much later, when the storm had passed for me but not for him, he hovered above with dangerous intensity. Molly. He slipped the hair tie from my ponytail onto his wrist. His lips brushed my forehead. Happiness bubbled through me as I wrapped my arms around his neck, pecking the corner of his mouth. Still feels safest kissing my own brother. I teased, intending a quick kiss, but he deepened it hungrily, eyes darkening with restrained intensity. His usual roughness melted into unexpected tenderness, yet that underlying possessiveness remained. All our recent anxieties and sleepless nights dissolved in that moment. Afterward, he cradled me close, kissing away the tear at my eyelid. Molly, stay awake a bit longer. Need to tell you something important. His voice grew solemn. I lied before. You weren't found in a dumpster. Your mother was my teacher. When Grandma got sick and we were struggling, she helped us constantly. Then one day she brought you to us and vanished. I didn't understand why until Grandma's funeral. Your father was an officer. A crime syndicate kidnapped your mother for revenge. She anticipated it. Left you with complete strangers, then took her own life during captivity. The gang leader back then was Ethan's father. This mess goes deeper than drugs now: human trafficking, dark web organ trade, international scams. The operation 20 years ago cost many lives, including your father and Ryan's parents. Remember Ryan? My childhood friend. Ryan reactivated his father's badge number at 22. When our sting operation got compromised, he sacrificed himself to protect others. After dropping out, I worked as enforcer in Ethan's crew, gaining his trust by selling out Ryan's location. They tortured Ryan to death. In this life, our names stay blurred until we're 6 feet under. I didn't become an officer not from cowardice, but to protect you from your mother's fate. I just wanted you to grow up happy. All these years I've been an informant. Ryan's girlfriend Olivia went undercover after his death. The recent surveillance? Our act to divert Ethan's attention. His words left me reeling, struggling to process the devastating truths woven through our childhood memories. All of this information hit me at once, leaving me struggling to process it. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Jason? I stared at him, his eyes glimmering with unshed tears. I wanted you to live free from hatred, Molly. To grow up basking in sunlight without burdens. I clung to him, tears streaming down my face. You're telling me now because this is ending, aren't you? You're in danger, that's why. My voice broke as the monitors around his hospital bed kept their steady rhythm. He rubbed my back in that familiar childhood gesture. The trust funds are set up in your name. Withdraw responsibly each year. If anything happens to me, stop it. I shook violently, gripping his hospital gown. You promised never to leave me. The heart monitor spiked as I pleaded. Tell me you're coming back. Say it. His cracked lips brushed my forehead as his fingers tangled in the bow hair tie around his wrist, the same pink scrunchie I'd worn in middle school. Wait for me, little moon. We'll win this. They say thousands walk through hellfire to uphold justice. That true courage dances on knife blades. He believed righteousness never truly falls. They relocated me to a remote mountain town with Olivia, who taught local children under faded temple eaves. Each dawn, she lit 3 joss sticks before the golden Buddha. When I asked what she prayed for, she answered quietly, another chance. 3 days later, headlines screamed about crime lord Jason being shot during a police chase. His body lost in raging rapids. By week's end, Ethan's criminal empire collapsed. Where's Jason? Is he? I couldn't finish the question. Nails digging crescent moons into my palms. Sophia's call came through instantly. No body found in the ravine. Search teams are looking. Our brother's a survivor. Remember? I clung to her words,